teammate Sancho. And on behalf of our team, we are going to present today our business strategy and financial analysis model of Tutor.ing, an online tutoring platform for mathematics. So to really understand the strategy, we have to understand our potential customers. So I want to paint you a little picture, if you allow me, of our potential customers so you can understand our strategy better. Meet Ted and Mary. They are in their late 40s. They are part of the socio-economic advantage group. They are parents of little Betty, who is in the 11th grade. She's very bright. She is doing very well in school. She enjoys math. And she's about to take her AP test in math so she can get into one of her desired top universities in the country. Ted and Mary really want her to do well, and they really want her to get into this university, but they know that she needs a little extra help and a little push to get the best out of her. So they look towards private tutoring, and they look in their local sort of private tutoring options, and they don't really find anything that is local and that is different because they are not satisfied with the current tutoring in math that is being offered. So they go online and they look for another alternative, and they come across Tutor.ing. And they really like it because Tutor.ing offers Bulgarian tutors who are known for their math-intensive educational system and their great international math accomplishments, which surprisingly also surpass the United States. So how do we position ourselves? So people like Ted and Mary are satisfied with our platform, and Betty, so the Betty can actually take the best out of it. Well, we will address the needs of our customers by offering private tutors from Bulgaria, as I just mentioned, who are trained in a math-oriented educational system. They are not only ranked top in math in Bulgaria, but they also have proven their international abilities in an international environment for outperforming other countries like the United States in international Olympiads. And to further enhance this quality, we will also incur significant costs in our training and education of these tutors to prepare them. We are also very aware of our competition in the direct form of other online platforms such as Tutor.com, Insta.edu, and TutorHub, who they rely on established methods that are already being used in education in the United States. But we, on the other hand, are going to propose something a little different. We are coming from a whole different education system, while our main competitions rely on the already established system that is a mile deep and an inch wide, meaning that it covers all subjects very well, but it doesn't really go into depth. Bulgarian tutors, according to James Atlas, the president of Atlas & Co., has stated recently that they have been educated in a curriculum which studies math in depth and very intensively. Now I'm going to pass the word on to Sancho, who will do a quick presentation on our financial model.
Okay. Well, and actually, if you were wondering what happened to Betty, well, guess what? She became so good at math that she actually did our financials for us. So, what she came up with is that we're going to launch our platform by first of all having two developers, software developers, and a web designer. We're going to be working together for a period of 7 months initially for developing our platform. Throughout that period, we're also going to be launching our marketing campaign so as to educate our US customers about us and about Bulgaria. This marketing campaign is going to include social media advertising, so we're going to be targeting our consumers closely. We're going to have events in the US where we're going to show promotional videos, we're going to distribute advertising materials, and this is going to allow us to have a direct contact with our potential customers. Also, since we're an online platform, we need to have a strong online presence. This means that a big chunk of our costs is going to be related to Google AdWords and search engine optimization. And as you can see, our operating expenses are increasing with the years. Well, a big part of that is going to be the marketing. So as this is the marketing aspect. And our whole plan and strategy for the marketing is that it's going to be increasing throughout the first 3 years because we're going to be building our brand. And our goal is to have strong brand awareness by the end of the 3rd year so that we can more and more rely afterwards on referrals and word of mouth advertising so as to decrease our marketing costs eventually. Another driver of cost is going to be the software development. We're going to begin early, and it's going to be increasing as well throughout time. And how we're going to calculate how we actually went about for calculating our revenue. So we started by an estimation of how many QTs we can actually expect to have throughout those 5 months after we launched and before the end of the calendar year. And we came with a number of 450 QTs based on how the competition began, what was their initial number, and also an approximation of how much we can actually get from our marketing campaign in the beginning. This requires further validation, but we're going to stick with that number for the moment. Those 450 QTs are going to be paying $70 per hour. This is above average, but it's also a part of our strategy to differentiate ourselves as top quality service in private tutoring. So we found out that students take an average around one lesson per week. And by having that price and the number of QTs we have, we calculated roughly $120,000 per month for those initial 5 months, with a total of around $750,000 for the first year. Now, this is revenue. And as you can see, our revenue increases quite a lot throughout the years, resulting in 6.5 million and 14.5 million in year 3. But behind this, we have around 108,000 QTs in year 2 and 4,000 QTs in year 3. Now, this is reasonable because as we saw from our competition, we did industry analysis, found out market growth, and they're growing at a rate of around 80 to 90%, which in terms of QTs, when you keep in mind that the first year is only 5 months long, it becomes reasonable to have such growth. Also, we hope our marketing campaign to be getting on. We believe that our brand is going to become, people are going to become more aware of our brand. So these numbers seem reasonable to us. What is more, since we have tutors, so our primary asset, in fact, are our tutors, and they're gonna get a biggest chunk of that revenue. They're gonna have 80% of it, which leaves us with just 20% gross margin, and this is our gross margin: 1.3 million in 2018, 2.9 million in 2019. And when we subtract the marketing expenses, you can see that during the first year we cannot actually break even. So we estimated that we need around 600 QTs pass through our platform just before we can break even in around the first quarter of 2018. And another break-even analysis that we did was how many hours lessons we actually have to give throughout, let's say, the second year, so that we break even on our expenses for the year and have pure profit after it. Which is last sentence, which is when we take the costs for the second year and we divide them simply by the number of hours. So we have by the price. So we have around 700,000 costs, and when we divide by 70, we get around 10,000 hours, which are break-even costs for the year. Thank you.